I'll explain this mechanism because it's why it's so relevant, it's why it's so effective for all different conditions. Red light is getting picked up with receptors in the body like chromophores, and they're going into the mitochondria to produce ATP, adenosine triphosphate. When cells have this energy, they store it like a battery, use it immediately for all cellular function. And then that's how they get better. That's how they go and repair. That's how they detoxify. So they will inherently find the toxins and get them out. And that's why red light is proven to degrade formaldehyde out of the brain specifically. And that's why it is one of the mechanisms why it's working for Alzheimer's. But it's also because it's oxygenating the brain. It's causing oxygen to the brain cells. And your reliance on oxygen is so critical. That's why you're breathing more than anything else. You breathe more than you drink water, more than you eat, in a ratio that is dramatically different, right? You could live a couple months without food, potentially, but a couple minutes without oxygen. And what red light does is it helps the cells undergo the complete cycle of their respiration. So cells breathe. The reason why you're breathing so much is because your cells need to breathe. And when they lack light, then they can't complete these cycles, which cause them to be able to produce important gases like nitric oxide that cause you to actually have oxygen in your blood and in your organs. And that's why it's so effective. That's why it's working post-stroke, and why I was just covering a case with it was in the British Medical Journal. The baby had a stroke when she was born. At 9 years old, she gets treated by red light. Within 3 weeks, she's now become a normal child that did not have normal social abilities, and then has now got normal social abilities and normal test scores. By 3 months, she had really completed that cycle. And it's all to do with oxygenation of the brain. And once you interface with the mitochondrial function, it will go and detoxify glyphosate out of the brain.